How would you like to not have to deal with writer's block in your game again? As you know, I'm a content creator and a dungeon master. That means I do a lot of writing. That also means that writer's block is the bane of my existence. It puts a real roadblock in front of me in terms of both running this channel and running my home game. If there's no content, there's no game. If there's no content, there's no channel. I really needed a way to get around that. So I came up with something that I think you're gonna like. It's called the Deck of Many Quests. If you're on Facebook, or if you listen to my friend over at the Dungeon Coach or Known At Ones, then you've already heard about the Deck of Many Quests. If you've already backed it, thank you so much. If you haven't, stick around. I want to tell you what it's all about and why you should have it on your shelf. The Deck of Many Quests is a system-agnostic way for you to create content for your game. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. It could be Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder or Dungeon World or any of the other ones out there. The Deck of Many Quests will work for it. It's not tied to any systems or stat blocks or anything like that, so it's extremely flexible. Using the Deck of Many Quests is super simple. If you've ever played Mad Libs or Cards Against Humanity, then you already know how this whole thing works. It all starts with a quest card. This is what defines the adventure that you'll be creating. It gives you a prompt. You could use this for inspiration and use it as is written, or you can change anything in here. Every quest card has little pieces of it that can be replaced. It says creature or item. In those places, you draw a creature card or an item card. These are cards that are included with the deck. Or you choose your favorite creature or item from your particular system. So this card that I have in my hand is called Whoopsie Daisy. While their master was away, an apprenticed wizard has angered creature by accidentally transforming them into a sentient item. The wizard has asked for your help in reversing the spell's effect before their master returns. Now, if you're getting some Fantasia vibes there, it's not on accident. You know, it could be a whole bunch of sentient brooms and a mouse that is an apprentice. Entirely up to you. Or we can draw some cards at random. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so I've got my creature and item card right here. Let's go ahead and read these out and see what I've got and what kind of quest we come out with. Now, the creature that the apprentice has transformed into an item is a coven of fiendish hags who steal toenails for their rituals. Oof. Now, I can imagine that this hag coven assaulted the wizard's, tower or whatever, trying to get an item, and the apprentice was the only one there. So in self-defense, he cast the first spell that he could think of, and that transformed them back. Now, the item that they got transformed into is a sentient ring of gender reversal. See the world from the other side for a while. Whoever dons this ring is transformed into the opposite gender or appropriate facsimile. Unfortunately, it cannot be taken off by normal means. So you've got a couple of different problems there. One, this item is actually a coven of hags in an item. The other is, in order to discover that this is a ring of gender reversal, somebody had to have put this on. Whether it's the apprentice or one of your party members, they're kind of in trouble. I would imagine it's probably the apprentice, which is why they want your help before their master returns. So their master is going to return and see this apprentice that does not look like their apprentice and has a really weird ring on. I can imagine they're going to be in trouble and maybe lose their apprenticeship. So how does your party get the ring off of him? How does your party deal with the hags when they come into play? Maybe once the ring is taken off, the hags are transformed back into themselves. It's a whole lot of different problems that are set up one in front of the other that your party has to deal with. This sounds like a really fun one-shot adventure to me. Now, notice how none of that referenced any specific stat for the hags or the ring or anything like that. There's no setting specified in the quest card. Pretty much all fantasy tabletop role-playing systems have hags or some facsimile. There's probably rules for cursed items and removing them. So in any system where those rules are present, which I would imagine is probably all of them at this point, this set of cards that I just had there they're gonna work, and you're gonna have a great adventure. All right, I wanna do just one more for you here, so bear with me, hang on. All right, our next quest is gonna be Countdown to Destruction. A local astronomer says that a massive meteor will collide with the world in 1 week's time and wants your party to save the world. Only the fabled item can help you, but rumor says that it is no longer on this plane of existence. Now that fabled item is the Totem of the Gods. This little figurine gives its owner direct line to a single deity and allows that deity to respond through the totem. It crumbles to dust after a single use. Now, putting those two together, it makes total sense in my mind. If a massive meteor was heading towards Earth, you know who I'd want to talk to? Freaking God. In order to avert this worldwide disaster, your party has to go to a different plane of existence to get the Totem of the Gods to talk to whatever deity is applicable in your game. How do they get to that plane of existence? You could draw another quest card and figure that out. You can chain these things together. So a whole bunch of quest cards put together with enough creativity and ingenuity on your part can create an entire campaign. One thing you may have noticed about these cards is that they have a whole bunch of stars on them, and they're not always the same. Every card has a star rating from 1 to 5. Now, a 1-star card is an easy card. It's an easy quest, or it's a mundane item, or it's a creature that isn't much of a threat or no threat at all. Then you go up to 2 stars, where it's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more dangerous, all the way up to 5 stars. Now, a 5-star quest is something that is going to be basically the focal point of a campaign, just like that last one that I read. A 5-star item is going to be world-shattering. It's going to have huge consequences and really change your game. A 5-star creature is going to be one that is going to try to really murder all of you, like a lich or an angry dragon, the deadliest of deadly foes. You can create leveled content by sticking to one particular star rating. You pair a 1-star quest card with a 1-star item and creature, and it's all pretty level. Or if you want more unpredictable results, you mix them up. You tie them together with your own creativity. Why does this 1-star quest card link to this 5-star item, or vice versa? Tie it together. It's a really good world building opportunity for you as the Dungeon Master. Figure these things out, and it really enriches your quest, it enriches your world, and it is a great creative exercise to get you out of any rut that you may have. At the time of this recording, we are at 83% funded on Kickstarter. I want to get this to 100% as soon as possible and even further beyond. The more money we can raise, the more we can do with the Deck of Many Quests. I want to get it into your hands and onto the shelves of friendly local gaming stores near you. I want to get it onto Amazon. I want to sell as many of these things as possible because this is something I believe in. I think it is a very useful storytelling tool for dungeon masters of any game system. Plus, if there is enough interest in this, can you imagine the expansion packs that we can create for this? I mean, the Deck of Many Stars. There's sci-fi games out there that could use something like this. There could be themed expansions like icy wilderness expansions or gothic horror expansions. The possibilities are limitless, but we can't get there without your help. So if you believe in this, if you're interested in it, if you want to get your hands on this deck, check out the link in the description below. Help us make this a reality. Help us get it into your hands.